Hello friends, how's everybody doing? This is your friend Jeff playing Ultimate General Civil War with the J&P 1.28.4T6, which is a test mod. And we're doing MG Light. I'm gonna load. And you can see up here, I did the 4th North battle. And I just labeled it bad or something. I can't read that quite, it's too small. But anyways, I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna go ahead and load MGLN for North 3rd, which is after first bull run on MG Light. We're gonna go ahead and load that for just a moment. And I'm gonna show you this army that I have. And I'll just show you it real briefly. Like, I'll show you the division guys. We got Wagner, Walton, Gibbon, and we got Quinn. And Quinn was a freebie from the first battle that he got wounded in it, so we ended up getting him. So he was just a freebie, which was nice. And then, of course, you know that this is the campaign of MG Light, where I got that abnormally, where I had 22,000 veterans. And I can say, if you wanted that file, I could, if you know me on Discord, I could upload it there and you could have it. And you could try 22,000 veterans if you want to start your campaign with that. But you'd take my general out and put your general in, and you'd have your own campaign. But it's just kind of funny the way it turned out. So, but anyways, okay, so now I'll show you these guys. I got them at 1350 pretty much. And this is Baylor. And he's got the Mississippi, Springfield 55s. We got Baylor. And we got the Napoleons. These are the Napoleons. And we got more Mississippis. And some more Mississippis. And then we got the Springfield 61s. And we have Tyler with the Colt. Now, you know, he was expensive, obviously, to make him. And I had to buy the Colt, but, you know, whatever. And then I have the 24 pounder, but this is just gonna sit out the battle, and he's gonna hopefully get some training. Now, interestingly, you'll see that I created a 2nd Corps, and I got all these guys. I bought all these captains, and I created this, and this is basically setting me up for Shiloh, pretty much. And I got these Napoleons. And then obviously I bought the JF Browns, and you know, we got to see if this guy can get some training and stuff, because I don't have any more to give him veterans. And if I show you the veterans, you'll see that I still have 9,000 of the 22 or 3,000 that I had when I started this campaign. And then we have these guns down here and stuff. So my hope is when I do the 2 battles that we're going to get some training. Now, I already did this battle, but the cost of what I lost in it was so much that I had the timers at 111. So I quit this, and I changed the timers to 332. So it's going to give me more time in the battle. I can just briefly show you the armory. I can briefly show you the barracks. We have a few guys that are wounded. And we still got a brigadier here. I can show you the career that you can see that I have 5 in org, so I'm already ready for Shiloh, I believe. And so maybe the next point I get will go to economy to get a 10% discount. And then maybe the other point will go here to get, you know, a better return on the weapon recovery. And so, anyways, let's go ahead and go back to the army. And let's go ahead and show you that they got 21,000. So they were right around here. They got 31 on training. They got that. And then river crossing. Now I already did this. And we have a 5% of the enemy army size. And so basically I've already done this, and I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Oh, so now the difference is now they got 13,000 instead of 12,000. So they did go up. And I made no changes other than the timer from 332 because I want to have time. But I'm going to have 17. But again, take out the 24 pounder that won't be in the battle. And then we're going to skip. And that's going to put me here. Now, I'm going to tell you that I already done this. And now we're going to do it again. Except this time, I'm going to have more time in the battle and stuff. Because of having the timer at 332 instead of 111. And the thing is, we don't have to have that flag to win. We already got this one. As long as they don't take it away from us. Now, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm definitely going to start out with 2 over here to... Oh, and this guy I want down here. Alright, then these guns are gonna be vital. And I believe they're gonna be right in the center here. Now, when I done this before, you know, I kind of, you know, set up like this. I'm gonna need my Cav and the General. And we're going to need the ammo, obviously. But when I done this before, you know, this is basically the setup that I did anyway. But what I'm going to say about it is they piled up way up in here behind their guns. And I tried to take this, and it was too ugly. And I took tremendous loss. I even lost my Colt Cav. And somehow I other than their cavalry split, so they had one cav over here and the other one was over here, and so this one was still alive by the end of the battle. I did have the flag, and I had them all up in this area here, but it was just too costly. So I decided that I would do what I'm going to do now. And I don't know if it, and it's a little jittery for me to do this. I got a new mouse and it's kind of jittery, but anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start this. And we're going to pause. And with that, I'm going to break off some skirmishers. And now I think we're going to have to, as much as I want to, we're going to have to tell these guys to move into different positions. Because the plan is to basically hold the line. And these guys have got to move forward so the cav doesn't flank us. So with that, we're going to just get going. Okay, so now we do see their gun. So at the very moment, we can at least put our guns onto that gun. So they'll all move into position. So now we gotta just kind of... And like I said, I am gonna just try to get into a position. Now, there is a possibility, or we could get a couple of shots off on their artillery. So that would be really kind of nice. Now with these guys, we're gonna just try to get into a position to hold a flank. Now this is going to be interesting because, like I said, he's out here in the front and he's going to shoot at their gun. I think I could put one guy here in the woods. And then this guy's going to get over here. Okay, so they gotta split there. So if we can get a couple of shots on their guns, I think that'd be nice. You know what I mean? Even though we're gonna take canister. Now, at the moment, we do not know where their cav is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna set up to... I don't know where their cav is. Alright, so here we go. So maybe I'll commit these two to move forward a little bit. And maybe he maybe uh-oh, is somebody charging? I don't... Who is charging? Hey, it doesn't look like their calves split. We're in the other battle. Oh, he's coming over here, so hold on. Okay, well, see, even doing it this way, you can see how they're coming at us. Okay, so we're gonna get Morgan over here. Well, I don't know what to do here at the moment. All right, so I'm sorry that I wasn't talking. I was kind of concentrating and trying to figure out what the best thing is for this, but yeah, look what we're doing to that guy. Okay, so like I said, they want to keep charging at us. See, I see what the enemy does. You know, if somebody is shooting at something, then that triggers them to charge at the one that's shooting at somebody else. Yeah, good. Oi. Oh. Oh, and he just dissolved. All right, whoa. And I don't even have my general up here. I'm having so much. I was concentrating so much, and I'm sorry for not talking a lot. But now, if these two can get a shot on them. Oh, he's not good in that. Like maybe I could tell him to fall back. Let's fall back. Get out of the water. Let's get back into the woods here. Okay, now he just dissolved. So now, okay, so now what didn't occur in the other battle of when I did this, I'm thinking, all right, look, you shoot him. You shoot him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they attacked me quite a bit. I mean, I got 3 of their infantry. And a couple of their units disbanded. So now what I'm going to try to do is get these skirmishers to shoot at that gun right there. And if you look here, it seems like the battle is shifting to over here, because they know I'm weaker on this side, but I feel that I'm weaker up here too with just skirmishers. But because all of their units are going that way, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that they're doing that. Yeah, it looks like we have to shift, like it's going weird. I mean, if I could get shots on their guns, I mean, that would be awesome. Yeah, so if the battle is shifted, I think I'm liking the idea that I, added time to the battle to where I don't have to rush this. I think this is pretty good. Because if I can knock out their guns, that'll actually make my guns more effective. And I'll put guards over here for these prisoners. I could try to retreat them, but sometimes they end up going up here, and I'm just afraid that they might get them. Yeah, just in case if they get an idea that they want to come back to the flag, I'm gonna try to avoid the flag for now. And you can see how the whole battle is shifting. Now, the Cav might want to try to go after my skirmishers. That's a possibility. So I guess I could put one infantry over that way. And all this confusion too, I forgot to use my General's accuracy perk. Now look at how it must feel for them where they don't have any guns, you know, and I still have mine, so. Now, of course, they could possibly go against the skirmishers, so that infantry will go there. Okay, so they had the field 6, and interestingly, they had shot shell damage. So we'll put that gun over there. And I'll tell you the other benefit that we'll get by, you know, adding the extra time to the battle is that we'll have we can come across the map and get extra stamina and stuff that we'll get. And like I said, when I add the time is at 111. Like I said, you only have a limited amount of time, so I felt kind of aggressive, and I got them up in this corner, and I just, like I said, I didn't really have any prisoners, but and I lost my cav. I even lost one of my infantry that they captured, but I was able to get him back before the end of the battle. So I mean, so I didn't lose anybody. However, you know, I took so much losses, and we don't need this flag. Like, we don't need it to win. Uh. Alright, so now I gotta work on these guys. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get the cav to take their supply wagon. But again, they got their cav near it. And we don't quite know where their infantry is. I mean, I know they still got infantry. Alright, I'm gonna try to... It's gonna be hard to get their supply wagon. But I'm gonna try it. We're gonna take some loss here. Okay, so we got the supply wagon, but we don't know if we can keep it. And I gotta get my cav out of there. We might have that bug where we get stuck in the water. Alright guys, it's gonna get ugly. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of ugly, but see, my cav's going up here, and it's not gonna be good because that's where they're going. And I can't get any control of my cav at the moment. Now, see, I don't even know where my cav went. It's in the border somewhere. So like I said, this battle was interesting at the beginning, but like I said, right now, it's kinda like, you know, what it is. Yeah, like I said, I don't even know where my cav is. Alright, as you can see, we're moving all the guns, we're moving everything, even the ammo will move. Like I said, the mystery for me is what happened to my cav. Well, see, like I said, if you feel sorry for them, you know, I don't, because like I said, they had units that were like 1,500 or so, and they charged me and attacked me. So I mean, and like I said, the other thing that I can mention is, again, my guns are on the move, so they're gonna get some stamina and, you know, stuff like that, and it's okay. And don't forget, whatever time is still available, and then we can look here and see that it's the okay, so this battle would end. Okay, so if you had the timer at 111, I'm just going to tell you that this battle would end at 16:30. So you can see that, you know, I still have 3 hours. So I mean, and all it was so that way I don't take a lot of loss, and this will be a big difference. And I can actually, at the end of this, I can actually load. I could actually load the other one to show you, but of what it was, but I think this would be better. And like I said, where's my cavalry? I do not know where my cavalry is, but now, obviously, there's not enough room for everybody here, but we're going to try to get as many units up here as we can. Now they could have ended up, you know, they could have ended up way over here or whatever. And you see what we got over here? We got the prisoners. And quite frankly, I think we could probably, I think it would be safe for us to tell these guys to leave. Let's see if it is. Let's see what he's got. Hey, he's got the Mississippi, so that's 1,000 there, but we won't get that. Whatever percentage we'll get of it. And then what did this guy have? He had the Springfield 42. We'll tell him to leave. And then this guy here. Yes, he had 1,466, and he had marching stuff. So yeah, so we'll tell him to leave. And what did this guy have? He had 1495. And this guy, what did he have? He had 1449. So I mean, yeah, they were bigger than most of my units. Okay, and the other thing that this will do is this will give my guns something to shoot at. Yeah, so we're just, you know, adjusting the people who can shoot. I don't know if they're gonna all be able to shoot at him, but they can try at least. Keep always forgetting to get the General up there to get the accuracy perk. So, alright, well, I think this is it right here. I mean, it's just a matter of their infantry to just dissolve, I guess. I mean, the way I look at it is they had their fun when they were charging me and stuff, and, you know, and, it's just kind of funny. But okay, so now this battle would have been over if you just kept the timers at the default 111. But I got it at 332 only specifically for this battle because of the fact that in order to at least get them to get control of them, you know, we need that time. Now, let's just for the heck of it, right now, just save the game. MG Light 4 4, and I'll just say second try. Yeah, and let me just check it again. I didn't label that correctly, so let me go ahead and delete that. And I'm gonna say that this one is MG light N, because it's the north, and then 4, and then we're gonna say retry. That's what I want. So it's just yeah, they're down to 1 unit. As soon as that unit's done, it's over, but it was just to give the guns a little bit of something to shoot at and stuff like that. And so if you don't like doing this, you don't have to do it. You know, it's just like I said. I in this battle before, I lost 6,000, okay, of my guys. Now it does just say that they had 12,000, so I don't know how on MG hard light how these battles have factored into it. And I had something like 400 and something missing, and I lost like 6,000. So this here is a much better playthrough with the same army. It was just a matter of making the time longer. Now, I'll for the next battle, I will put the timer back to normal and do that as a run and see how it goes. Because it's not that I need to have a full wipe of the units, it's just that I didn't like the idea that this battle was only to 1630, and I took 6,000 loss. So this is much better of a result, and so I think with that I'm gonna take that as to go forward. So we can look at the units. And whoever Morgan was, he got wounded. Oh, and on the last time when I took the 6,000 loss, I also didn't get their supply wagon with. This time, I do have their supply wagon, so I just wanted to just show you that. And I think that's about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this turned out. Okay, so and we got 100,000, which is really nice, along with 3,500 of those, and we got 1,600 more recruits. Yeah, and see, I can already see that, you know, I got 300 of the Colt Tyler. So he did survive the battle, though he got stuck in the border somehow. So, I mean, he lost 102, it looks like. So all in all, it wasn't too bad for him. And so, yeah. Okay, so so the first thing we're gonna do with this particular result is we're gonna go ahead and save it. So I'm gonna call it MG Light N4, and I'm just gonna say keep, because this is the one that I'm gonna go forward with. So it's kind of funny that I'm labeling it that way, but and then so I want to go to the career and I want to put one under economy to get a 10% discount because I'm gonna have to buy some colts, and so I might as well get the 10% discount. And if I get him to 400,
Sir, yes, sir.
he didn't lose much, and so that's all good. So this is much better than before. I always like to tap out the guns just to make sure that they didn't lose anybody of their 25 guys. So he lost 1. And he didn't lose anybody. And now, if I could look at this and see if I can get these guys back to where they were. So I had 2 guys that were 1,500, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. I just want to get these guys back to where they were. Yeah, because before I had guys that only had 800 guys or 900 guys in them, so I ended up not having enough rifles to pass around, and I had to actually buy rifles, like a lot of them. And so here all I'm trying to do is just get them back to their original strength, other than the 2 units that I had at 1,500. And even still, you see that I'll end up not having enough rifles. Because a lot of these guys... We had so many Mississippis that I was able to equip a lot with them. But as you can see now, we're just down to 26. And so I'm not going to be able to do that. But we do have some 61s. So we're going to go ahead and do the 61s. And so where this is MG light, and like I said again, I'll mention that I'm not an MG or a legendary player, so therefore, you know, I feel that I have to go up to 1350 at least. And now I have to make a decision of how much do I have here. So we got a lot of these at the moment. And so if there's anybody here that... Alright, well let's go to this one here. And let's swap him out with the... Oh, so this guy here, he actually had the Springfield, and I mislabeled him as the Mississippi. So I'm going to go ahead and change that right now. And now I can give him, you know, 1350 there. And then that'll give me some Mississippis. So maybe, yeah, it still won't give me enough. Yeah, it won't give me enough. So I'll have to cancel that. All right, we'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these because we only have to buy a little bit of them. So I'll go ahead and get him back up to. And it's kind of funny that we must have lost an officer or something, because now this guy is here. And he's been here for 2 battles, so I mean I must have missed that when I did this. And then he'll have the Springfield 55. So we'll go Springfield 55. And now we have a lot of Mississippis, so I can at least get this guy back up to 1350. Yeah, and so now that we did that, we can look over here, and we have that we have that 10% discount, but let's take a look and see. So I wanted to just show you that this guy here, you can see the training that he got by just sitting out of the battle. And the reason you can see it real good is because he did not have a perk where these guys, I got a perk. So now if I look at this here, I'm just gonna share the point of that I'm gonna just give you the information that the only thing that I'm missing here is 2 of these units were up to 1500, and then they would be at full strength. And this is so much better doing it that way, you know, that of adding the extra time to the battle. So I didn't take as many casualties, and I was able to replace everybody other than the 2 units. So like for this guy Haas, right? Maybe I could get him to 1400, or maybe I could put him to 1500, so he'll have that. And then because I got the Mississippis, let's do Baylor, because he's that officer there. So let's go ahead. Okay. So now I got 2 units that are 1500, and then so this division, this corps is back to where it will be, right? So with the remaining money, could I improve some of these guys? How many veterans do we have left? 7,000. So suppose I get these guys. Suppose I work on getting some of these guys up. While we have the money and the veterans. So we could get these guys up without buying weapons and get them to a fighting force.
Yes, sir.
For getting them ready for Shiloh. And so I think that this will be...
Yes, sir.
This will be a good thing. We're going to run out of guns. And we need a better... Okay, so, you know... So with that money and a 10% discount, what I could do is buy this last brigadier guy. And I could put him in this division here. And then that'll take away that penalty that this guy had. And so now what I'm just gonna, but then this guy has a penalty. So yeah, I don't know what else I could do. Like, I could possibly take this guy right here. And put him there. And so all I'm trying to look at is can I, with what money I have left, can I get these guys up to even, just like I said, 1250. And these guys will be a fighting force for Shiloh. They'll definitely help me out, like, because Shiloh can be a real tough battle. And can I get him to 400? I don't have the weapons, so he's just gonna have to just get a little bit more training and stuff, and I can't do much with him. And I don't have any guns here, but I do have some guns here. And so we'll improve him to 10 guns for now. I mean, and then I could possibly make another unit. Yeah, maybe I'll make him with Loomis. And I'll give him canister, I guess. Just for the heck of it. Alright, so let's take a look at the barracks just for the heck of it and see where we're at. Still got skills. And we do have some pretty good officers here, but all I'm doing, folks, is trying to be ready for Shiloh. And so with the remaining money, maybe I can get a couple more units up and running. And we still have 5,000 veterans. Okay, and then as you see here, right, I don't have much, so I would have to either swap out some weapons to buy. So suppose I buy these. Get him to 1250. And then I will have enough. I will have enough to get him to 1250. And we have a couple of Napoleons. And I forgot to label this one the Field 6. And Loomis, he's got the Field 6. And so yeah, I mean, if I look at this, right, I've got all these units here. So I have at least 3 divisions and a half for Shiloh. And over here I have 3 divisions. Yeah. Yeah, so if one division ends up here, then maybe I should make 2 more units. Yeah, so suppose I make a skirmish unit. Yeah, so this guy has a lot of experience, so it's going to cost 1200. So this is a good way of looking at it, right? And we got these patterns, so we'll create this unit. And now we have a skirmisher with the pattern. All right, and so that'll fill out this core right here. So yeah, so I'm gonna want 4 divisions here, but okay, so and then we'll just put the rest of the money in here and stuff, and I'll be ready for the next battle. But I'm gonna have to quit the game, and I have to change the config timer back to 111, because I'll go into that first and see how that battle goes, and if it gives me enough time to at least do something decent, or like I said, I might change my mind and put the timer back to 332 just to do that. But when I do the Shiloh, when I get to Shiloh, you know, I'll probably have the timers at the regular thing because we have to see how it is, you know. So, but anyways, so I don't know which video I will show you, but anyways, I think that's about all that I can do, folks. Like this is a core that's going to get some training, and then these units will be in the next battle. So no matter where you are in the world, have a great day, great afternoon, great evening. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. God bless to you in your own religion. This is your friend Jeff signing out. Adios, amigos, and adios, the lovely amigas.